the situation that you're in now?
Definitely something I work for. You know, and you just got to keep, you know what I'm saying, just got to keep going and keep leading.
You said when we talked to you at the start of camp that you were speaking up more, you wanted to do that, you wanted to be vocal, you wanted to lead the rushmen. Was this always something that you thought was a goal? I know the NFL's out there, national championship, but was captain on your list?
Yeah, captain was definitely on my list. I never really visualized it like I did other things, but I feel like when I got more into the program, when I got the meaning of being a Buckeye I was like, man, I want to be a part of, you know, that group of people who can lead a team, and you know, time was, the opportunity was there, and I just went and took it.
So how did you do that? You know, it's one thing to like have it as a goal, but then how did you go about making it a reality, especially from a leadership standpoint? Because that's not necessarily something that's taught. Yeah. How did you learn to do that and then impress out on your teammates? I
just feel like you got to do everything right, on and off the field. Can't be late to things. I feel like when you make plays in the field, people just, especially young guys, they're watching what you do. You know, they're trying to copy everything you do on the field, off the field. You know, because they just got here. Some just got here, and some still learning the whole system of how to be a Buckeye. So I just think you definitely have to make plays in the field. That's a big reason why people respect you. And definitely no off-the-field issues. If you make plays in the field and you have off-the-field issues, you can't really consider yourself a leader. You feel me? Because you're still messed up off the field. But just doing everything right, I feel like, and that's what I try to do. Definitely being vocal on the field, and showing people you're there. I think that's the biggest part that I had to do.
Is it challenging to hold guys accountable to get it, like when you have to confront a teammate, and or is that easy for you?
Nah, it's pretty easy. It's just you have to go at certain guys different ways. It's not really yelling. It's just pulling them to the side, talking to them, just being real cool, relaxed, and you know, I think it's just how it's delivered, how you hold people accountable.
Have you improved in that or changed in that?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I'm trying to do a lot more encouraging, and not really yelling a lot, you feel me, stuff like that. But I think I can do it all in one. I think I can yell the encouragement. So that's what I'm trying to do now. And, like, you know what I'm saying, like, good job, but like yelling, like trying to get them hyped, trying to get them to go. So that's my goal.
Captain's a good mix of guys who are vocal and guys who are a little more quiet.
I think our group of captains right now, I think all of them pretty vocal, but a guy who really shows up and does it right every day, all the time, never slips up is CJ. He really doesn't have to say too much because he does it. You see the type of guy he is, a goal guy. He does it off the field, in the books and things like that. So, yeah.
Get chased. Did the coaching staff ever communicate to you?
A lot of players have goals on our team, especially a lot of the young dudes. They come in with all these big goals, and if you want to go on the field and not go 100%, or you know, just having bad body language, you can't achieve the goals that you want doing that. So I try to bring that back to him, like, you said you want to do this, you said you want to do that. But look what you're doing now. You can't achieve those, you're doing this, so let's go, pick it up.
You have to back it up on the field. I mean, that's part of being a captain, but I assume you're expecting more double teams this year. How have you worked through that? Coaches kind of said, you know, your numbers may not be what they are because of the way that you're getting blocked. How have you worked through that in your mind, and do you expect to see it?
I feel like it might happen the first few games, but after we get Tyreek off the edge, after we get Coop off the edge, and I feel like if they try to double team me or anything like that, and Tyreek and Coop go off, I think they're gonna have to play it true. So that's I feel like that's what's going to happen because I feel like Coop and Tyreek gonna eat.
What if somebody came to you and said, pick it up to you? Has anyone done that?
Nah, they don't have to. I tell them if they need energy, you come to me.
Who was your chase when you first got here?
I think Taquan Lewis. Yeah, Taquan, he'll get on you. And then you had dudes that's more chill that will pull you aside, like Jay Holmes. But Taquan, he just really yell at me.
So in comparison to him, like, what's your Taquan?
I feel like I'm in the middle of Jalen and Taquan. Nick was just more real chill. He was like, shoot your side scissors, bro. You know, that's how Nick is. Yeah.
Is there about there being a standard here? How would you describe it that players shouldn't fall below? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, when you're like you're saying, when you're upgrading guys occasionally and stuff, what is it that you're drawing on there? I mean,
like
meaning, you know, the standard that's expected.
You saying like in the D-line one?
Yeah,
kinda?
yeah.
Definitely. You know, every day we expected to have the most juice. I feel like the D-line, since that's where it starts, we bring the juice to the defense. So you know, that's, you know, I think every player on the field, it's like something in your mind saying not to go hard or not to let your body shut down. But I feel like it's a constant fight to keep that energy. And that's what I try to tell the young guys. That voice that's talking to you, it's talking to me too. But you just got to keep fighting every day. And I feel like we just got to hold that standard of energy. Because I feel like if you had the energy in practice, you're going to go fast. And if you go fast, that's what we're going to do. So I feel like the D-line, we had the energy and we keep it up, we do pretty good. So we're going to hold the standard.
Other than the D-line room, the other area, you know, behind you, the back seven, so to speak, who has jumped out at you these last 3 weeks that people are going to be surprised by? I mean, not the obvious guys, but who's kind of caught your eye?
Josh Blocker.
And why do you say that?
He just looked ready to me. He out there, he making plays. He got the body. I feel like he getting the film a little bit more. I feel like he'll be ready. You know, he getting interceptions, coming up on guys, hitting guys. That's what I feel like. I mean, just from looking at me, when I'm rushing, I really can't see, but as I see from the sideline and stuff like that, I feel like Josh Park's doing that.
Chase, how much do you and John play off each other? How much do you and Coop play off each other, and how much do you lead off of each other?
A lot, you know. I feel like we just feed off each other's energy. If let's say if I'm up one practice and Coop, say if he's just tired, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's hard keeping that same energy every day. And say if I'm up one day and he's up, but it's still not where he wants to be at. I feel like if I get hype and stuff like that and get the defense energy, then Coop will come along. And that's and we do that. Like I get hype, run the field, and hype the young guys up, then I see Coop coming. And then if you do that, we good. Everybody away, we good. So
how important is it to have a guy like Coop on the defensive line to do that for you?
It's you need it. You need a dude who's right there with you every step of the way. You know, feeding off each other, coming to each other, saying what you do here, what's he giving you, so I know what to do, and vice versa. But it's definitely good to have.
Chase,